My name is Mike Snyder, and I am the CEO of Sonoma Partners. So our organization is about 75% Generation Y employees if you go strictly by age cutoff, but I think the Generation Y principles and stuff like that apply to all the company. We're a pretty young organization overall. So I think that the impact on our bottom line by having a very Gen Y friendly environment is that we have a higher retention rate. People want to stay here longer.
I think that as a Gen Yer, I want overall job satisfaction, and I think that half of that, in my opinion, comes from your actual job responsibilities and things like salary and benefits and so forth. But I think the other half is greatly impacted by the atmosphere and the environment that you work in and the people that you work with. And here at Sonoma Partners, we have a great environment and a great group of colleagues.
I think attracting and engaging Generation Y talent is pretty straightforward. I think having a fun work environment is important, and being flexible I think are kind of the two things that we really focus on.
Flexibility in the workplace is very important to me since I started working at Sonoma Partners 2 years ago. Not having to make arrangements to take time off of work to go to a doctor's appointment or be home for an appointment with the cable company, or if I need to take off a couple of hours early to catch a flight, makes the world a difference in my personal life.
So changes we've had to incorporate to retain Gen Y employees would be things around twofold, I would guess. So one is communication. So obviously, as you guys know, Gen Y people tend to communicate a little bit differently than traditional folks. A lot of instant messaging, and we have a collaboration tool we call Vibe that sort of, if you brought it into a different organization, the way we use it, it would be very non-traditional. There's a lot of like YouTube clips and stuff shared there.
I would say the average Gen Yer looks for a fun environment that offers a lot of learning possibilities, and they seem to want to take on responsibility like right out of the gate.
I like the responsibility I'm given here as a developer. I don't feel like anyone's watching over my shoulder. They let me tackle my problems like the way I want to, and they're very relaxed on how they let me do things, and I get to do a lot of different things, and I work with really smart people, constantly learning.
I think in general what I'm expecting from my career is always continuing to develop professionally. It's important to me that any workplace I'm involved in supports that and has the right people in place, the right resources in place to help me progress within the company. So, upward mobility, making sure there's good training programs, and just that I continue to grow.
So if I could send one message to Generation Y talent, it's one, we're hiring. And then two, there's hope out there. Not all companies are big corporate monoliths, and people are listening, and I think the work environment's really changing, not just with us, but we see with our customers as well, where they're getting more creative with how they let people work and letting people work from home and stuff like that. So we do see a big shift, not just a small company like ours, but also some of our big customers. So there's hope. Hang in there.